Hello, everyone. Welcome. Double Dog Treasures. Down below. And that way, Richard and Haiden. I'm ready to go through and we're going to say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Sorry, I was trying to pull the...
Hello, Cajun. Hi, Nurse. What's Nurse's name?
Uh-oh.
Do you know?
Hello. I think that was me. Or was it you?
Yeah, it's not me because I have my headphones on, so you wouldn't hear it anyway.
Sorry.
Who knows Nurse's name?
I don't. Hey, Nurse Flipper.
Cat? Is it Cat? Is that Nurse's name? Just guessing. Hello, Cajun. What's happening?
Cajun.
Hello, Robert. Hello, Johnny. I think I said hello to Johnny.
A lot of people in here already.
Yeah, she does.
What's up, Jen? I hope you can stay today.
Jen.
Eric, I haven't seen you in a while. Hello, how are you?
Oh my gosh, Eric, you haven't been in a while. Yay.
I know. Brad, sexy people. Thank you. We are very sexy. Whoa, hold on.
Devil dog.
Hey, Larry, what's happening, LL Stash? Hey, Kathy. What's it? Cat? Okay, Cat is Nurse. Okay, thank you.
Larry, she noticed.
Hi, Clay.
We just changed Larry's name today. She noticed, Larry. We just changed his name today.
Of course I would notice. Come on now. Give me some more credit than that. Brittany, hello. Hello, Mac. What's up, OSP?
Hey, Chris.
You are late. Don't talk to me like that, Eric, you brat. And, okay. That's everyone so far. We are going to do, I guess, Victoria's going to look up the questions for these guys today, and I'm going to read them off and do the questioning. But if you guys would like to do a quick intro of yourselves, you just kind of...
I'm sorry. Here I am eating in front of everybody again. Real fast, before they do an intro. I'm so sorry. Real fast, could everybody give me... Yes, Eric, Oreos. My blood sugar is going low. Could everybody give me 3 numbers between 1 and 79? 3 numbers between 1 and 79. Okay, take it away.
Yeah, intro time. Is there anything you would like the people to know offhand, just like, who you are, where you're from, what you do, kind of the quick condensed version, and then we'll get to asking other questions.
Correct. Quick condensed version. I'm Richard. I'm one of the owners. My wife's the other owners of Devil Dog Treasure Hunters. We've been in the resale business for over 8 years, full time. I bought and sold.
8 years?
Over 8 years.
Wow.
Going on 9 right now.
Nice.
I bought and sold since I was a kid through local auctions, military auctions. When I was in the military, I'm a 10-year Marine Corps veteran. Started this business in 2011. And started out in my garage. Now we have a 9,000 square foot warehouse. I got full-time eBay employees. We buy everything from
How many employees do you have?
We've got two that just do eBay. I have Haiden over this way is one. And I have 2 guys that are on the truck, and I have a whole bunch of part-time guys that I pull from,
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome.
So it's never a question of lack of help. It's just trying to get everybody to work. I've got guys right now that are in college, and they'll come back this summer, and then they'll work for me this summer. So I got one guy named Kieran. He's in Arizona State right now, studying to be a lawyer, getting his law degree. So I'm gonna have a future chief lawyer.
There you go. Wow, that is so cool. I didn't know that you were that big. So you're like what a lot of people aspire to. So we probably learn a lot from you. And I know you said that you did a lot of boat parts. How did that come about?
We bought there was a marina that went out of business after 45 years down in Cape Charles, Virginia, which is about 2.5 hours away from us. I bought the contents of the marine store, all the parts, that kind of stuff, stuff in the house, stuff in the garages. That's how the boat parts come about. Probably 8,000 to 9,000 boat parts, a lot of it brand new old stock stuff.
Oh, wow.
And we've been selling to that pretty good. But we buy storage units, estates, businesses that go out of business. We liquidate.
So you're more about the bulk buy, obviously, at this stage. Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong. If I can buy something for $10 and turn it into $10,000, I'm gonna do whatever all day long too.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, you're an interesting guy. A lot of the people are saying thank you for your service.
You're welcome. I loved it.
You loved it?
Loved it. Loved the Marine Corps. But I mean, my decision to get out was based off keeping my family together, because it's a rough life to raise, kids in and, maintain the lifestyle with the wife and everything else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was, my priorities were, basically having a family and not that it wasn't stable. The Marine Corps stable income.
That totally makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous times in the military, in the 2000s, beginning of 2000. My son was born. I went in the mid-90s.
For sure.
I got out in 2005. So it just come down to me personally. Said nothing against the Marine Corps. Believe me, if I was single, I'd have stayed in 20 years plus. But it come down to, providing stability for my family, environment for kids, that kind of stuff. So that's what my choice was made.
That's awesome. Yeah, it would be hard to raise a family in that sort of lifestyle. And people do it, but I could see how it'd be very difficult for them. Yeah. How long has his dog worshipped the devil?
Well,
it's a devil dog. Oh, you're so funny, Brad.
So history, the little backstory to the name of the business. Devil dog is actually the nickname of Marines given to Marines by the German in World War II. They called us Teffelhundens. Teffelhundens in German means devil dog. So all Marines.
Somebody's got YouTube playing in the background. I can hear the echo.
Not me.
Does anybody have their?
No.
Okay. Is it just me that's hearing it?
I'm not hearing anything.
Not now. I was hearing it before, but okay.
So that's how we got the nickname of Devil Dog. Marines nickname Devil Dog came from the Germans during World War II. So my business is Devil Dog Treasure Hunters, because basically I'm a treasure hunter. You add the Devil Dog.
That's a cool story. I like that.
And that relates the whole military background into the company and treasure hunting, the whole 9 yards. So that's where the name originated from. I don't worship the devil. Believe me, I worship God.
Brad's just being dumb.
I know.
I don't know if it's you that's in the chats or if it's normally Haiden. I don't know who's who, or if you've watched one of our interviews before. But what we do is we ask the chat to give us numbers, and we have a list of questions. And some of them are reselling related. Some of them are just personal questions. Some of them are off the wall weird questions. So that's what it's going to come down to. You both can answer. Haiden, you can answer, give your answer too.
Okay.
This will be kind of fun with the both of you. So I'm telling you that because the first question is just like nothing to do with selling. Okay. It's what type of music do you enjoy? And
you're missing something, just to let you know.
Oh, okay, that's fine. They can answer and then we'll do it.
Okay.
Totally skip that.
Hey, Hayden, you go first on that question.
Okay. My preferred music has always been hip hop. That's just what I've, working out, baseball. That's always what we've listened to.
That's my boy.
But I mean, other than that, I'm slowly now this might offend a lot of people. I'm slowly getting into country. I'm still not a fan. I'm still not a huge fan, but hip hop definitely would be my go-to.
All right. I like your answer, Haiden.
I'm going to go with sports talk radio. Does that count?
No. That's not music.
If you get in my truck, that's what's on the radio, sports talk radio.
So are you saying you don't really listen to music?
No, I do. I listen to everything. I mean, I like a lot of 80s music, I'd say. A lot of 80s music. That was a time frame.
I'm not mad at that.
That was a time frame I grew up in. I mean, I like the ballad rock of the 80s. I like some of the new country music. I don't like a lot of it. I like some of the older country music.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the one-hit wonders. I mean, I remember at 16 going to the store in the mall and buying single cassettes and putting in like OPP, Are You Down With Me on the radio and blasting rap.
Hell yeah. That's my jam. That's the kind of shit I like. I like hip hop. Sure.
Brad just said, I love dancing to sports talk radio.
Brad is very entertaining.
Oh, man.
Ada needs an intervention to get over that country music.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I'm not really down with the country, but I can get down with the older country.
Repetitive.
I like that better than the new stuff. The new stuff just sounds like pop music and country. Country twang to me.
Is music even music anymore with auto tune and all the other stuff they do now? I mean,
yeah.
That's true.
Remember, what's his name? T-Pain.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I love T-Pain.
Oh,
Don't be
T-Pain?
talking shit about T-Pain.
Yeah, come on.
I know who Ice-T is.
I don't.
You don't know who Ice-T is?
I don't. Ice-T, no.
Oh, take a class.
He has no idea when you make an 80s reference to any movie, any actor, anything before the year 2000, 2005. He's going to have no idea.
I'm not a big movie watcher. I don't watch movies.
Doesn't that make you feel old, though? Like, I'm like, really? You don't know that? See, my kids, like, grew up in, like, we had older stuff on all the time, so they knew about it. A lot of people, they don't. Like, yeah, you need to get some, you need to recognize. But I do try and get with the newer stuff, too. I'm not against it. Okay, so anyway, we took way too much time on that. Cookie point time. Again, forgot to do it at the beginning of the show. We're just doing a quick one. Pick a number between 1 and 100. What? You're
turning into me. I always overlook them when I'm doing.
I know. Why did I do that? Anyway, between 1 and 100, chat. If you all want to in, and then we just tell you what number it is going to be. Hey, you put it in the chat there, Victoria.
I put it in private.
Purple stuff.
Remember, you can't go over, so closest one.
I like Ice Cube and my iced tea. I love Akon. Don't talk shit about Akon either, damn it.
How about Lonely Island?
No. I hate them. They're so stupid. I'm so opinionated, sorry. Yeah. It's just who I am. I'm just so opinionated sometimes. Ooh, I see someone that's super close.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to call it if everyone's put their number in.
Cool.
Let me make sure. Yeah, I think it would be Miss Dana.
Dana, congratulations.
Is a winner. The number was 78. Nashville, you know I'm going to tell you how I feel all the time. All right.
How you really feel.
Congratulations, Dana. Now we're going to the next question. Okay, so I know you don't really go to thrift stores to source or whatever probably, but when you did, or if you were at a thrift store, what would be the first section you would go to try and find something for resale?
I'm going to go to the toy section.
Toys? Okay.
I'm going straight to the toy section because between the new merchandise that's going to be shrink wrapped, like somebody got a puzzle they want for Christmas that can possibly go on Amazon, to finding a bag of mixed toys that might have some 80s toys that have some decent value, or even 70s toys. I'm going to the toy section first. That's where I'm heading. Actually, yeah, I'd probably do jewelry then toy section, but them two right there.
Oh, you about that jewelry, huh?
Well, when it comes to gold and silver, yeah, I'm all about some precious.
Yeah. So I heard you would go to a lot of auctions too. Is that true?
Yeah, we do a lot of auctions.
I love auctions. They're so fun. Like, they're just a good time. And I love going because I love to get the mystery boxes of shit because it's just like, I don't know, exciting pulling stuff out of there. And sometimes you find some really good stuff that you didn't know was in there. Sometimes it's a bust. But I really, really enjoy auctions. What about you, Haiden?
Shoes.
You resell shoes?
I do.
That's
cool.
Vans primarily. I just know a lot about. I've always been into shoes, so I know a lot about shoes. So that's the first place that I've got, the most knowledge in.
You gotta go with what you know. I can't do shoes. I'm not good at shoes at all. What superhero do you like best, and why?
What was the question? What, he's superhero?
What superhero. What's your favorite superhero and why?
Hayden,
go first. You're going to say Wonder Woman.
That wouldn't be a terrible pick.
No, it wouldn't. Probably Iron Man.
Wonder Woman's hot.
Cliche, but she is hot. But probably Iron Man.
Iron
Man's
Man,
always
okay.
been the go-to. Probably a lot of people agree with that, but
why Iron Man though? What makes him so special?
I mean, it's Iron Man. I don't know.
I didn't ask because I'm like, he's not gonna know. He just likes Iron Man. Poor guy.
Yeah, he just
Okay, go, Richard.
I always loved them.
2. The first one, Captain America. The reason being, the guy was in the military, all about the red, white, and blue. That's me too.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that one. The second one, I'm gonna go way back in time on this one. I'm gonna go with the Lone Ranger.
Oh my God.
Is he considered a superhero?
Yeah, I would say.
Hey, whatever you say is, I'm not going to judge it. You can say Lone Ranger if you want. That's old school.
The Lone Ranger taught John Wayne everything he knows.
Okay, that was the interesting one.
Superheroes.
Blank man. Jenny and Victoria don't know superheroes. No, I really don't. That's why I don't even know why that question is on there. But
I think
I know the basics. Well, then you can ask that questions from now on since you're superhero, the finest superhero knower. Because I don't know shit about it. I don't watch the Marvel movies, none of that shit, because I just don't feel like watching it. You know, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not a big movie watcher either.
How many items do you have listed on eBay right now?
I got 2 accounts. One of them has 4,700. Another one has over 1,000, I think.
Wow, nice. Do you have an eBay store, Haiden?
Yeah, for shoes, but I haven't been buying this month as much as the last, because I started like 2 months ago with Vans and all that. But I've just recently started going on eBay, about maybe 10 on there right now. But okay. I usually sell. I have a lot of friends that like shoes, so I just put them in my Snapchat story, and then immediately they sell. But the ones I don't sell, I just throw them on eBay.
Oh, you put them on your Snapchat story.
Oh my God, people will go crazy.
Really? That I never would have even thought about that.
Oh my Lord! The instant I post them, I get everybody messaging me.
Wow, I've never heard of that. Smart guy.
Yep.
Smart guy.
A lot of people love shoes.
I guess I just don't. I don't know them. It's very overwhelming to me.
Right.
Like if I was to go in and look at a Rocco shoes, I'm like, I don't know what's good and what's bad. I have no idea.
Yeah, you definitely have to be into it.
Now quantity wise on eBay, so we have like I said, the one account's got over 4,700, but there's quantities that don't count. I mean, that's individual listings.
Right. That's how many listings. Okay.
Yeah, but we have multiples. I mean, I've probably got 12 to 13,000 range when it comes to multiples, because I have some items that have 10, some items
that's so nice.
So, and if you can find, that's a good trick though. If you can find, for those watching, if you can find a good item and get multiples of it that you can just throw online and just sell 3 or 4 or 5, 10 a week, and do that over time. I mean, that's pocket money for forever till you run out.
Yeah, that's really nice. Holy crap. Would you rather have unlimited sushi or unlimited tacos for life?
Tacos.
I'm with you. Totally. See, nobody likes sushi that much. Everybody pretty much has said tacos because there's
such a, I feel like sushi is just a crave thing. If you want sushi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I put raw
tacos
fish on my
you can eat anytime.
Yeah, I put raw fish on the end of my fishing rod to catch other fish with. I'm not gonna eat it.
Right. I don't get it. Sushi's become the big thing, and I'm like, I don't think it's that great. I just don't. And cook my fish, please.
Got a sushi making kit, so I'm like, well, I guess we're having sushi then. Yeah, so I can't wait for that.
My son and my mom went to a sushi making class. At a Chinese restaurant at odd hours. They had this class, and that was really interesting. I like sushi, but it has to be cooked meat. I can't eat the raw stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys have been to a hibachi, right? Like a hibachi where they cook in front of you.
Yeah.
You'll see people on one half of the hibachi eating raw fish, and I'm like, why? You can get like shrimp. Like this guy,
Oh,
this guy
I love
cooking
a
stuff up for
hibachi
me,
grill. It's so good.
and they're over there eating raw fish right beside me. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you. I
It's un-American.
love fish. I love fish. Don't get me wrong, but not raw. No.
Gotta be
Yeah,
cooked.
no.
And I'm not
hibachi.
into salmon either, and people think I'm weird because I don't like salmon too. I don't know.
I have to
Anyway,
be nice with salmon.
Everyone, I think, has said tacos.
I don't think anybody has said sushi.
Yeah. If you could close one fast food chain because of their gross food, which one would you close? What one do you just hate?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Agreed. I hate McDonald's too. McDonald's is
That's
nasty.
like the last straw. Like that's the last place I'll go. But
Especially eat McDonald's when you're in your 40s. Tell me how painful it is. I mean, it just messes everything up about you.
It just, I'm like, I can't believe, like, it used to be so good to me. Like, it used to taste good to me, and I go now because the kids always want it. And I'm like, this stuff is gross. Like, it does not taste good.
Yep.
Whatever.
McDonald's.
So, okay, now the next
McDonald's.
question is close to it. Do you enjoy cooking?
I do, personally. I mean, I'm the cook in my house. I mean,
What's
I know
your
what I'm
best?
doing.
What's your best dish that you make?
oh man, I can make anything.
Oh, listen to you, cocky much.
Yeah, I can make anything. I mean,
What's your favorite thing to make?
well, I'm a meat and potatoes type guy, so I throw some steaks up on the grill and cook some baked potatoes and that kind of stuff. And I mean, that's what the kids like to eat all the time. I mean, they're like, hey, throw some steaks on the grill, cook some baked potatoes, that kind of stuff.
How old are your kids?
Good.
I have an 18-year-old that is supposed to graduate this year. That will graduate, whether he walks across stage or not. That's yet to be determined because of what's going on. But
Right.
in the world. But then I have twin 13-year-olds, a boy and a girl, 13-year-old.
Oh, you have twins. That's so awesome.
Yep.
Cool.
And then I got Haiden, who I'm because I feel like he's one of my kids over here. So I'm playing him next year.
So is that your goal, Haiden, to kind of stay with Richard for a long time?
I mean,
working with
yeah.
him?
I mean, as long as I work at a restaurant too. It's in the off season right now, but as my goal with what I'm doing with the social media stuff, I like to think big. So if I can hit my goal with that, then I think we might be pulling in enough to where it might be a career. I don't know, but obviously.
So you put him kind of in charge of all the social media stuff, Richard? Smart.
Yeah, he's smart. He's in charge of it because he's young. I mean, I still give directives on what I'm trying to accomplish, because there is priorities,
No, get this. Like when I was making videos, mostly we just do lives now, but when we was making videos, my man, his daughter, Peyton, for example, is 15. And I was like, I don't know how to even do Instagram or how that correlates or how everyone's doing. She told me, she was like, oh, you do this and do that, and it links up with your eBay, and you do this, and you can post this here and do that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's way over my head. So, yeah, these kids know today. How old are you, Haiden?
I'm 18.
Okay. That's about what I figured. Do you cook, Haiden?
I mean, I can make ice.
When you said you worked at a restaurant, is that like a beach place or something?
It's docks. It's in Oxford. So and I spy run food, so I gotta know how to make some stuff, but nah. Really.
No, I just wondered what your job was. I was picturing like a little beach restaurant or something that for like a lot of tourists go to or something.
No, they got good food though. It's a good seafood restaurant. They got a lot of good food. Doc's has a lot of good food. Seafood's real big where we're at. I mean, crabs, shrimp, scallops, oysters, all that stuff. That's big here on Eastern Shore of Maryland. I mean, we're on the Chesapeake Bay.
I bet it is big. Oh, Jenny's frozen. Let me see. Okay, let's see what the last question Okay. Do you enjoy cooking, Richard?
Yeah, I enjoy cooking. I mean, I cook all the time. I mean, steaks, pork chops. I'll try stuff too. I mean, my wife cooks. She cooks. But I've always been a cook, even when I was in the military. she'd still wait for me to get home to do cooking. I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah, she can cook. She's not as good as cooking me. She'll admit it, but she can cook. She can throw some food on the table for us. So.
Oh,
But she,
hold on. Go ahead.
yeah, but my family, a lot of times with all our activities, as busy as we are, we wind up eating out a lot. I mean, especially with like baseball season. Baseball season, coming home at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, it's just easy to stop somewhere and grab something to eat because we don't have time to cook before or after baseball. But when we're home, especially now that we're home as much as we are now because of what's going on, man, I'm eating like 3 meals a day. I haven't eaten 3 meals a day.
Since you're in the
well, somebody heard me talking about crabs.
Yeah.
I just asked. Now we're at the cookie point.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm reading doing a quick scan of the comments.
Yeah.
Blackened salmon, yuck. Yeah.
Haiden, that is better than my brother. He burns water.
Catfish, don't like catfish neither, dude.
Catfish is good. I like catfish.
Maybe I haven't had it made correctly. I think that's a lot of it when you don't like something.
Fried catfish is so good.
Maybe they just didn't cook it right or something. All right, so the private chat is gone on my side because I left. Maybe, yeah. So I do remember what the guess of food was. Is that what we were to?
Yeah.
You might have to either can you copy paste them in?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I love me some. I would love to go to the Eastern Shore and have some crabs because I love crab legs so much. I don't even know if I really like lobster, but I love crab legs. And in Kentucky, they ain't getting no good crab legs.
Oh, well, the people, Maryland's known for their blue crabs. I mean, a lot of people lose patience because it takes a special skill to pick them, and a lot of people will starve while you're learning to pick crabs. But
we had some crab in Georgia a few years ago when we went to Tybee Island, and it was like a restaurant right on the beach, and it was amazing. No, I haven't had Kentucky catfish. People, you guys, can you tell I'm not from Kentucky, okay? I just live here. Do I talk like I'm from Kentucky?
Yeah. Funny thing that happened to me at Doc's was somebody asked for their crab to be blue because it was a blue crab. And I was like, listen, I'll put a blue crab on your plate, but it's going to crawl off of it because we got to steam it first. Like, no, we want it blue. I'm like, all right, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
What?
Food coloring, Haiden, food coloring.
Yeah, but you can only do so much on a shell. We have to paint it.
Can you see the ones that I'm reposting in there?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so we're doing pick up food. Huh?
Don't do the ones where they're all together. I'm doing them separately now.
Oh, I could have read them that way.
Well,
not a big deal. Okay, so we're doing guess a food now. So this is how we do this. You ask yes or no questions. The chat, you guys can play too, but you have to type your answer. So we're thinking of a food, and you must guess that food based on yes or no questions that you ask in the chat or otherwise. You get one guess at the correct answer. If you guess incorrectly, you are out. Brad, I don't know what gives you gas, so he's so stupid. Dana, yes, you can eat it raw. No, it is not a vegetable. Yes, it is a fruit. Is it baked? Not really, no. No, Brad, you don't have to kill the vegetable or the fruit. The fruit.
Well, if you're from West Virginia, you might shoot your vegetables. I don't know.
Baby, is it yellow? No, it is not yellow. Oh my God, Brad, you suck. You got it right. And he asked legit nothing.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm Brad. You got
Wow, that was pretty impressive.
You have to kill it, and does it give me gas?
Just randomly just threw out watermelon. I'm going with it. Good job, Brad. And Brad always wins. Oh my God, you guys shut up.
Who always wins?
Brad never wins.
That's because Brad said Dana always wins.
I know. Earlier. Brad's always talking shit. Brad's a cheater. Well, yeah, it was a lucky guess, but it was right. So, okay, there we go. Wow. Okay. We can calm down on these questions right now, Victoria.
Oh, they're all up there for you.
Okay. Pick one, morning person or night owl. Which one are you?
Oh, night
I'm going to
owl.
guess
Holy
that
crap.
Devil Dog Richard is a total morning person and Haiden is a night owl.
Yeah. Yeah.
You tell. Morning people. What's the scariest thing that you have ever done? Go.
War.
I bet Richard has some creepy answers.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Oh, I almost fell off a waterfall.
Oh.
You almost fell off a waterfall.
Yeah.
What were you doing, you dingbat?
Well, I was at Deep Creek Lake.
Taking a selfie?
No, I'm not that bad. No.
I could see that, actually.
No.
My daughter would do that.
Yeah, not I. But I was going down a current. There's like one current and then another main one. And the main one, you have to veer off of it before you hit like the gyro rock areas. And I was like 12. And I was zooming down it. And like I missed the drop off. And I was heading straight towards it. And my dad came running and he like got a ledge and then grabbed my arm and pulled me back. Yeah, I was scared to death.
Is it like that shit you see on the TV where someone pulls you up off of a cliff?
It wasn't that.
God.
I wasn't hanging off, but I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I wasn't hanging off, or else.
Okay, here's another pick one or the other question. I'm trying to get through these because there's a lot of questions here. Bacon or steak? Well, steak. Richard's gonna pick steak.
Steak. I'm steak. I like
your steak.
Bacon,
you could do without bacon forever if you had steak.
Oh,
I could.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. What got you into reselling?
What got me into it is I would go to auctions with my uncles when I was young. I mean, I'm talking like as soon as I could walk. I basically hung out with my uncles my whole childhood. They hunt, they fish, they went to auctions, they did all that. My two uncles. I mean, they practically like my second and third dad. And they used to tote me to auctions, and I bought. I mean, I got so many great auction stories as a kid with my uncles. I mean, I bought box lots for like $1. They'd buy me a box for $1, and by the time an hour goes by, they'd come back and I'd have $10 or $15 because I was selling it for
awesome.
box lots. There was a funny story is my uncles were always, I wouldn't say hard on me, but times were different back then. I mean, when we were kids, times were different, back in, for the 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds. I mean, times were a lot different than they are today.
Yeah.
So, my uncles always made me tough since I was young. I mean, hard love or whatever. They didn't do anything to deliberately hurt me and put me in the hospital or anything, but they were tough on me. And we were in the country. We didn't have a lot of money, that kind of stuff. But I remember one time my uncle had found a mouse trap in an auction box lot, and he had set it and said, "Hey, grab this." And I was like 7 years old, and I reached my hand over like this. Let me see where the camera is. And I grabbed the mouse trap when it was set, and that thing smacked across my finger. I went screaming, fell down the hill. And it's funny. We still tell that story. I mean, it's freaking. I mean, that's memories that will never leave my head. I mean, it's just great times I had as a kid. Nowadays, you do that to a kid, you'll be in jail for 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Richard, what was your best friend
service to our kids, because even I'm like guilty of I totally spoiled my kids. Like I do. I should be more hard on, especially my youngest. My older ones, they had their dad around who was the tough one, and I got to be the nice one. But yeah, I think it's something that we're losing slowly. I mean, I, of course, don't think that you should be beating your children or anything like that. But I feel like kids today are a little softer. They're definitely a little softer.
I deserved every spanking I got as a kid. I mean, at the time, I didn't think so. But looking back on it now, I probably needed more of them. I mean,
yeah. What about you, Haiden?
Well, not so much reselling because I haven't been really into reselling, but with my fishing brand and making T-shirts, and all that I've gotten into. I've always kind of had the mindset to go for something that makes money. I used to be into video games, but I think I snapped out of that before a lot of people, and I think the reason was because I felt like I could use my time to been doing stuff to, make money or grow something, which is why I think marketing is, what I really like doing. Because I've always had that mindset to, make a page for
Well, I
whatever I'm
mean, for
interested
you at
in.
18 years old to be doing what you're doing and the knowledge that you have is awesome. And
Oh,
it'll go
yeah. I mean,
somewhere.
what I'm learning, through this whole thing is, more than I ever thought. So, if I ever do have an interest to maybe do this on the side or, or just if I come across something I know I can resell and I do it, I know how to do it.
You know how to do that now. So yeah, definitely.
And, with shipping, back to, my thing, it's kind of helping me, learn how to, do shipping labels, make everything more, accessible and easy and cheaper. So, I'm learning ways to grow in different ways.
So would you say Richard's kind of like a mentor for you?
Oh, 100%.
I think you could do worse. I think he's a great person to look up to. And no matter, like you said, no matter what your passion is or what you want to do, you could take the basic things, like the work ethic and all of that, and put that towards whatever you want to do in life. So
yeah, and as I was explaining earlier, what I want to do is going to be in business and in marketing. So at some point, I'd have to, for my resume, I have to have an internship job, but this is actually, could be perfect for, anything I put on to, for a college or a job, because I'm kind of doing what they would want to see anyway, which is why I'm trying to grow it. But this is allowing me to do that.
I think, Richard, you probably enjoy it. You might not let them know that, but I think you enjoy molding the youth and helping them out a little bit, and taking them under your wing.
Yeah, that's not just in business, though. I mean, that's just the way I am with anybody.
Right.
I mean, my employees, I don't think you'll hear any of my employees say that I treat them like employees, more like, hopefully as like a family. Because, they borrow stuff from me. They need help, whatever, I'm always there. But that goes.
I agree with that, because I have vendors in my business that I do, and they're always telling me that I don't treat them like they're just a number. Like in my business, it would be very easy to do that. But I care about them on a personal level. And yeah, sometimes you do get hurt and sometimes you do get screwed over by people. But for the most part, like, it's done good for me. They stay, they trust me. And I think that's a very special thing to have. And you don't get that everywhere. And I think if they understand that, they're going to be super loyal.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to give you a hard time, because that's my way.
Yeah.
The day I stop giving you a hard time is the day I probably stop caring about you working for me. Honestly,
sure.
That's just how it is. When I stop messing with you, that's probably because I'm just over it. But this goes back to everything, though. My wife says we're not millionaires because I'm too nice. But and there's truth in that, because I run my business. Even the people I deal with, I might not never know you, but I sort of get it from my mom. I've never met a stranger, I'll say.
No. Yeah.
So, and I get that from my mom. I remember standing in line at the gas station with my mom when I was little, and mom would just start talking to somebody behind me, and it turned into a half-hour conversation. And I'd be like, Mom, come on. And now
grandma was like that.
Now it's like replaying over, because I'm talking to someone and my wife's looking at me and be like, for the love of God.
Are we checking out already or what?
I know. She's like, stop talking. Stop talking. But
that's funny.
It's all good.
Okay, next one is, what was your best flip?
Man, I've had so many good ones. My best flip, probably, as far as one individual item, because we buy a lot of storage lockers where I flipped into.
I would say an individual item, yeah.
Okay, so my best flip came out of come out of a storage unit, and it had to be a watch that we bought. We bought 2 pack rat pods for $2,200, and I sold a watch for 5 figures that come out of there.
Oh.
Woo! Upper 5 figures too, not lower, upper 5 figures. So that was the best. That was the best individual item. One particular item. Now I
would say that's pretty freaking a good item. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for the pod?
$2,200 total for both of them, plus probably another $600 in labor, so less than $3,000 to buy them, bring them home.
Wow.
But as far as one
that's
item,
crazy. Just one item.
Had the rest of the pod to sell.
Well, so the backstory with that is it was actually belonged to 3 generations of family, and it dated back to the 1800s when the first guy come here, immigrated to New York City. He wound up becoming a U.S. citizen in 1888 because we had the paperwork. He became a judge in 1912 in New York City. Wind up taking Chase Manhattan Bank over. His daughter married another guy.
Oh my God! So there was all kinds of good shit in there.
Yeah, his daughter wound up marrying another guy who wound up becoming the president of Chase Manhattan Bank in New York City.
Dang.
The next generation, the same thing. They were like a VP of Chase Manhattan Bank, and then the granddaughter is the one that lost the locker for whatever reason. And I mean, I had canvas bank bags, zipper
Oh
canvas
my
bank
God.
bags, nothing but silver coins, jewelry, that kind of stuff. But that one watch was the
Well,
best.
that's the dream, ain't it?
That's the dream.
I mean, that's what these people that buy storage units like dream about.
That's amazing.
Okay, do you have a flip story that you want to tell us, Haiden?
I mean, nothing that compares to that.
You're not a flipper, so I wasn't going to ask you that question.
Yeah.
But the next two questions are a would you rather question, so you can definitely play this. So, would you rather live where it snows all the time, only snows, or where the temperature never falls below 100 degrees? Do not ask me about the humidity and all of them extra questions.
That is a hard question to answer, you guys.
I think
I'm
they're
gonna go
100
with
degrees.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 100 degrees because snow always
100.
messes work up, and we can't put trucks on the road when the road's
Right,
all icy
right,
and that kind of
right.
stuff. So I'm gonna go with 100 degrees because I can still work.
Summer.
Wow, they were on that question.
I think that's what most people have answered. We've had a few people choose this now. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have the agility of a cat?
Breathe underwater.
Cat.
Ooh.
Breathe underwater.
Why?
Yeah.
Cool. I want to know why.
Because my cat is all over the place and gets in places that I've never seen that they can get into, and I'm always gonna land on my feet, whether I make a bad buy or not. I'm still gonna land on my feet.
Oh,
I'm
you
still
can
gonna
jump
land on
out
my
the
feet.
Oh,
way
we're
and
getting
land on your
deep.
feet.
We're getting deep.
That was
And the
good.
water, and I ain't made too many buys in the water. I've never made any buys inside the water. So breathing underwater does me no
Let's
benefit.
think about
to
what
me.
you can find underwater. You might be able to find some shit.
Well, I do. I'm metal tech, so I do find stuff in the water, but I've never bought anything underwater. I buy stuff on my feet on land.
Okay, what about you, Haiden? Why'd you pick underwater?
Well, I didn't think we were getting that deep, but I was thinking,
You just like, I'm just gonna pick one.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's my fear, but I'm definitely at the beach a lot, and I love being on the water. So if it takes away the death aspect of everything, I'm fine.
You know what? I will not go past. Of course, I've only been to the beach a few times in my life, so I guess that's probably why. But I will not go like past my waist in the ocean because
Wow.
I'm so afraid that the waves are gonna like take me.
Riptide.
You know,
Idea.
and
You can't sit there.
yeah, and then you're screwed, man.
Well, Haiden, even if you can breathe underwater, there's going to be big fish that's going to eat you. So
I'll hit them.
You ain't take the death possibility away.
I'll swim away. I'm not gonna swim towards a shark.
If they're bigger than you, they're going to catch you and eat you.
Oh my God, y'all are silly. Okay. All right. Oh, we're to another cookie plate.
Cookie point time.
Trivia time. Okay. The question is, Duncan, shut up. That's the question.
That's like a trick question, you guys. So be careful how you answer.
Your best flip was a blow up doll. You're so stupid.
Oh my gosh, Duncan.
Okay. How long is a goldfish's memory?
How long is a goldfish's memory, you guys? If you guys want to answer, you can type it in the chat.
I'm going to say short term. I'm going to say short term because every goldfish that we've got from a carnival has died within 1 or 2 days.
So it can't be long.
So it can't be long.
I'm gonna say a day.
A day. Short term in a day. Okay.
I don't know what the answer is. Victoria has the answer.
I have the
No
answer.
idea.
Nobody said it yet. Dana said a minute. Cajun said 6 seconds. Duncan said 3 years. Brittany said 5 days.
I
Johnny
can't forget to eat. No memory.
I guess it's going to have to be whoever gets closest to it is the winner.
Well, I know the answer, but I cheated. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, did you look it up? Yeah, we do have people looking them up. They Google them. You guys might want to Google this one.
It's easy. As soon as you Google it, you're going to have it.
I'm curious.
L stash.
Nobody's Googled it yet.
Come on, it's easy.
Come on.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me Google it now.
So Brittany Brands had one of the parts right, but they had the second part wrong.
Don't say 5 years.
Hayden, you can't say anything. You're not eligible to play. You've been disqualified. See it.
I'm curious.
How would they test this? This is what I'm saying. How do they know?
Oh,
Like, what do they do to it?
Brad
You
got
go to
it.
Wiki and then you.
So
you-
it
Brad got it.
It says Google, most,
Oh no, Brad won again. Everyone's gonna freak out.
it says most goldfish keepers have heard the fact that goldfish memory spans are just 3 seconds long. But is it true? Scientists
Well, Brad put S months.
It's an equation.
Fish memory spans are nowhere near as short as 3 seconds. Your goldfish can actually remember things for at least 5 months. So I am Brad. You are right. 2 points today. Look at you.
He was yes. You're allowed to guess twice. The only time you can't guess twice is on the numbers. Goofy.
Yeah, I told him they could guess twice.
Cajun,
Where's
you
that?
know
There it is
better
on
than
Google.
that.
There you
5
go.
months. I don't Google.
I'll let you
Cajun.
after we're done today, guys.
Okay, so I'm Brad. Got another point. Yay.
Yeah.
Good job, Brad.
You see,
Good Googling.
not like you're so surprised.
Good Googling.
Good Google.
I'm so congested right now. Bother me. Okay. So, have you ever tried a dating app or site? If so, how did that go?
Oh, no.
It wasn't my fault.
It
No
wasn't.
comment. No comment. Been married 21 years.
Okay, all right. I didn't know about that. Hey, that's Victoria's question. I've never had that question.
What did you say, Richard?
I said
He
no
said it-
comment. I've been married 21 years.
Oh, before dating sites were
And
around.
Hayden said it's not his fault. I don't know what that means.
There's a story there.
The roto phone.
I got in trouble. Not big time for my girlfriend, but okay. And this is why it's stupid.
Oh, look at me,
My
Victoria
phone-
made the same face.
My phone, we're at my friend's house, and my phone was downstairs. He knows my password because he's like my closest friend. So he logs in on my phone and downloads Tinder or whatever. So I get downstairs and he's laughing on my phone, like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's on my phone and he's on Tinder, like swiping right. And I'm like,
As
dude,
you?
yeah, like you set me up on profile.
Oh
then I'm
my
like-
God.
I'm like, are you kidding me? And he
I
took
would
that-
not believe that if I was
Yeah.
your girlfriend.
Oh, I know,
would
and
not
she
believe
did
that
it.
shit.
So I made him call her because I deleted it. I deleted the app, but apparently, if you don't delete the profile, it's still on. So like,
Are they
people
still
around
your
here.
best friend?
Oh yeah, like I mess with him, worse sometimes, but
Oh, okay.
Like,
well,
yeah,
that's
it's
all
like-
fair.
it's fine. But I guess people still were seeing it around where I live because he didn't delete it from like permanently. He just deleted the app. So then I get a text. and it's like,
Oh,
what the hell is this? I'm like, oh hell. Yeah, I'm fine now though.
Hayden, that was on singlefarmers.com.
No. How do you know about that one? That might be you. Just a big Mary came up.
Beauty salon customers.
did you say he's been married much? Okay, let's get off of this subject. We're going to another very weird subject. Do you think intelligent alien
She
life
wasn't in
exists? Why or why not?
Hold on, I gotta clarify Brittany's. She was not. Her friend was who sent it to her. It was not like my girlfriend was not on Tinder.
I was wondering the same thing.
It was the friend that sent it to her.
Asian
It was a
hater.
screenshot. All right, back to the.
Go ahead, Hayden. You go first.
What was the question?
He's still worried about the Tinder account.
Did you ever get a date on singlefarmers.com?
No, it wasn't. Shut up. What was the question?
Alien life.
Do
Do I
you
believe in it?
life or why not?
I believe in other beings. I wouldn't say like the stereotypical alien, but like definitely other stuff is out there. But so yeah, I guess.
Why?
Yeah. I feel like it's so big, like out there. Like there's so many planets and all that. Like there's gotta be. I feel like. It'd be weird.
Okay, what about you, Richard?
I don't believe it because I ain't seen it. I mean, I'm a seeing is believing type of guy. Now, with that said, I have a quick funny story. Can I tell that about aliens?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I went to look at an estate, and I probably told Haiden this story. I went to look at this estate, I don't know, about a year and a half ago, and I pulled up this guy's driveway, and I was early. So I called him because no cars were home, and I said, "Is this Mr. Such and Such? Just to let you know, I'm here earlier. I'm sitting in your driveway. Didn't want you to be surprised when you come home." He goes, "Well, hold on a second. I'm going to ask you a question." He goes, "Do you believe in aliens?" And I said, "No, I don't believe in aliens." He goes, well, before you get into what you want to ask me, I'm going to cover up some things. He goes, "I was looking out the window this morning. There was aliens in my bird feeder. They were messing with my birds." He goes, "They asked me to be the representative for the human race. I don't know whether I'm worthy of doing that." And he starts going on and on. "Who should I call?" I said, "I don't know who to call. I know you don't call the Marine Corps because we didn't deal with aliens." And so at this time, I got to carry a concealed permit in my state and the amount of money I carry. So I'm pulling that from underneath the seat. It's on the passenger seat. I've got my truck turned around facing the road so I can head out real fast because this is freaking me out. He goes on and on for like 5 minutes. Like I couldn't even ask a question. I could short answers. He'd cut me off. Another alien this, another alien this. So then I'm like, what the hell? This guy's crazy. So I left. I was going home. And then he starts calling me back over and over and over. And I'm not answering. And I'm on the phone with my brother. And I'm like, dude, this guy is nuts. And I'm about to be kidnapped. And so I finally click over the phone. He goes, "Hey, just to let you know, I'm running late. Can we still meet?" And I'm like, "I just talked to you like 2 seconds ago, and you were asking about aliens in your bird feeder." And he starts busted out laughing. And I'm like, "What the hell is so funny?" And he goes, "I have a spam filter." He's an accountant. He has a spam filter, and it picks up all these. And I didn't even know this app existed until then. It picks up.
Oh my God!
It picks up all this stuff, and it basically cuts you off in different programs. And
you thought it was real.
So, and he's like, "Well, come back." And he's laughing, good old time. So I get all the way to my house and I tell my wife, I said, "Look, if I'm not back, if you don't hear a text from me in 10 minutes, call the police. Here's the address I'm at." I said, I told the guy on the phone, I said, "I'm coming back, but I got a gun on my side. I'm not playing around." So he's like, "No, I understand." So I pull up in the driveway. He's still not there yet. And I'm like, and then he pulls up, he gets out of the car, his wife's right behind him, and they are hysterically laughing. He plays this whole conversation I had back with aliens on his phone to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened to me.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Downloaded that same app and we laughed so hard because this one police athletic league kept calling him. I mean, once you make it done, am I back? Once you make it, they don't leave you alone. So he paid the fee to get this downloaded. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. And this whole conversation, and this guy is like talking to his brother, and the brother like hit a body somewhere or something. And you hear these people going, "Mr. Todd," you can
hear it.
Yeah, you hear their conversation, and then when they talk about the stuff that they don't want to hear, that you can hear click.
So what happens is every time you go to say something, they're like, "Well, give me one more. Let me ask you one more thing before we get on to what you want to talk about." So it was like it's time to interrupt you to get back on this original conversation where they go on and on. Like this guy wanted to be the human representative for the human race dealing with aliens and didn't know who to call and didn't know if these were. I mean, that was freaked out. I mean, I was ready to.
Hilarious.
I was so weirded out. If a squirrel ran across his yard, I'd probably smoke that squirrel with my pistol. I mean, I wouldn't even play it at that point.
That's funny.
That is funny. I'm gonna have to tell my husband about that. He'll be laughing.
I love that. I love that story. I'm just picturing it. Okay, next. Do you have any tattoos?
I'm probably the only Marine that never got a tattoo, believe it or not.
I thought for sure you'd have at least one, a Marine tattoo.
Nope.
You don't have any either, Haiden?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that was fast. Would you rather be hairy all over or completely bald?
I'm gonna say bald.
Bald.
I'm going with bald.
I'll go with bald.
I mean, I'm not
I think being hairy all over would really be a pain in the ass to shave all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true that.
I did not think Haiden would say bald. I thought he'd say hairy all over.
I mean, the head's fine, but
I don't want to walk around looking like a bear and get shot. I mean, I just don't.
People thought they seen Bigfoot or something. Yeah, what's the last text on your phone?
personal, don't read
No,
it.
don't
No, it was to my son before I got on here, and it says, "Get off the internet now."
My last one was to Mr. Richard, and I said, okay. That's how it was
Well,
on
that's
here.
boring.
I'm glad it was boring.
Before people answer that question,
You would have just cheated anyway. Like, we could have checked it.
I always like
Cheater.
to say, if it's too personal, don't answer it, because I mean it's sexting,
If it's a sex thing, I really want to hear it.
Internet.
What accomplishment are you most proud of?
Me personally, I'm proud of a lot of accomplishments. I mean, there's a lot of them that rate high. I mean, I'm proud of being married to the same woman, my best friend for 21 years. I'm proud of the Marine Corps. I mean, serving in the Marine Corps for 10 years honorably. I'm proud of the business I established. I'm proud of the way I represent myself in the community. I mean, I'm not all about the money.
You have a lot to be proud of, for sure.
I mean, I'm proud of my employees. There's a lot of I'm proud of being able to. I mean, I appreciate opportunities that present themselves. I mean, I'm proud of coaching every baseball team that I've ever had the opportunity to do. Anytime you can interact with youth and that kind of stuff, I'm proud of my kids. So there's not one accomplishment that that supersedes the other one. I hold them all equally important in my life. So I'm gonna go with there's a lot of them.
They all kind of make up who you are too.
Right.
What about you, Haiden? You little young and new.
Yeah.
Getting a girlfriend.
No. I mean.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm proud.
All right, I'm gonna call Shelby. Hold on.
Yeah. No, what I was gonna say is, I guess the fact that when I'm not hesitant on stuff that I want to do, I've always been to where I want to start something or
that's a really good quality.
Something, I do it. So and hopefully that continues to carry on. I know a lot of people.
Well, I feel like that's part of your character. I don't think that's going to be something that you just lose.
Right. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people say that.
I am Brad's comment. I'm proud, I guess, watermelon.
Yeah, well, good job, Brad. We're so proud of Brad.
We're proud of you too.
Yay, Brad. He wants some 300 selling eBay tips. No, I haven't asked him for 300 eBay selling tips. Okay, both of you give one good eBay tip, thought you would say. Even though I know you don't sell on Haiden, I know you know about eBay and stuff.
Go ahead, Haiden. You go first.
No, you got it.
I want to grade your answer.
You got it.
He's gonna grade your answer.
always do free shipping.
No, you were.
No, I don't do free shipping.
Kidding.
I mean, some things you can, but no, you don't.
Kidding.
Are you going to ship an 8,000 pound?
I was seeing what you would say. I was seeing what you would say.
So I would say the main tip that probably will benefit most people is stay consistent with your listings. List something every single day. When you do that, you grow your inventory, and you might not sell it right away, but you might look back a year from now and you went from 5 listings to 5,000 listings, and some things that you listed 18 months ago might sell today, and that's money that you probably forgot about. Stay consistent. Listing.
How long, going along with that, because people have different opinions, how long do you leave something on eBay before you just pull it off and get rid of it? Like, what do you consider stale inventory?
If I have a feeling that it's going to sell, no matter if it's going to sell a year, 2 years, usually our stuff don't go past 2 years. It sells before 2 years,
right.
Everything. But I'll let it sit. Because I have a store subscription, so I get 10,000 free renewals every month. Part of that package, it's like $300 that store. So that stuff automatically renews. I mean, and you get enough discounts where if I'm paying the highest subscription and that kind of stuff, then there might be some stuff I might pull if I go over that number. But I'm comfortable of letting
people have their own opinions, and I don't really think that anything's a wrong opinion, because it depends a lot on what kind of stuff you sell and what your business model is. But for me, I sell stuff past a year.
Me too.
So I don't say, it's been 6 months, I'm pulling this down. I leave it up there for the most part. Now, If there's no activity, it's not getting any views or, anything like that, then I might take it down. But just like this week, I've been selling weird stuff that I was like, you never know what's going to freaking sell.
So think about it this way, though. I mean, and I don't mean to say this in the wrong way, but Kobe Bryant passed away, right? So his rookie card the market was flooded. Imagine if you weren't selling some of that stuff before his death. Unfortunately, he passed away. But imagine the people if they had the thought process of, well, I ain't sold this in 6 months, I'm going to take it down. Imagine the opportunity they would have missed.
Yeah.
And they turned into tens folds. So I mean that you don't know what the next hot thing is. A lot of times, I mean, you look at toys from the 80s right now. Toys from the 80s are on fire. I mean, they are on fire right now.
And sometimes it just comes down to the point of, the right person just hasn't seen it yet, and that's kind of that's how I feel about it. I mean, I'm not saying people that don't do that are wrong. I was just saying if somebody would agree with me. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you got something on eBay and you don't have a store subscription and you got something listed for say $5, and you're paying a quarter every month to relist it, that's the kind of thing that's going to cost you money in the long run. But if you have a store subscription like us, that stuff will just keep popping up. I mean, I sold stuff today that was been on there for over 12 months. I mean, I sold 2 items a day like that. So
okay. Okay. Last question is, what was the last TV, Netflix, Hulu show you binge watched? What's a show that you just love it and you just watch it until it's out of episodes?
I'm still working on one. I'm on the last season, The Ranch, with Ashton.
Oh, that's a good show. Yeah.
So I'm on the last season. Got like 4 more episodes left.
Because of Sam Elliott, that's a good show.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Haiden?
Well, like I said, I don't really watch TV or movies, but my girlfriend does. So she had me watch that new Netflix series, Love is Blind, when they get in the pods and they can't.
Oh my God. That is like a guilty pleasure for me. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I can't stop watching.
Yeah, but I watched that with her.
The 100 is a good Netflix series too. I finished that one up before I started The Ranch.
I heard about that one.
Yeah.
I never watched that one.
We're watching it now, me and my husband. The Blacklist.
You're still watching that, Victoria?
So good. The Blacklist. It's like 6 or 7 seasons long. It's on Netflix. Check it out. It's really, really good.
Blacklist.
Okay. Jenny loves bad reality TV. Of course I do. Yes, I do. Oh my God, that stupid Married at First Sight show.
Yeah.
That was I love it. I freaking love it.
Have you seen the Kiss one? Love at First Kiss or whatever. It's like
I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's like there's a guy or a girl in a room, and then they've got their match, and they walk in, and they just kiss, and they walk out, and depending on that, it's the most awkward thing, but it's so funny to watch because this one guy.
Okay, what is this called now?
Hey, hold on. Hey, that reminds you of back on the ranch, right? Your time back on the ranch.
What?
Your time back on the farm.
Oh, okay,
that's why you like it.
Okay, yeah. No, but yeah, and there's this guy, and he's so awkward because he's never kissed anybody. And
Love at First Kiss. I'm totally gotta watch that. But it's gonna be so dumb.
Funniest thing ever.
Oh my God! Yay, Larry! Sold a DVD. Okay, so it is 6 o'clock, and that is when we normally wrap up. But we're gonna do one last cookie point. And we were wondering if one of our 2 guests would like to do the charade for the night.
What is that?
Make sure you got it.
I can't tell you here.
Oh,
charades, acting it out.
You got it.
Charades. Yeah, I can do charades. I thought you said shebang. I was like, is that some new term I don't know about or what? I mean,
okay.
I'm married. I can't do the shebang.
Click on the private chat. You see where it says private chat, and she has cookie point, and then it says what it's going to be, or I'll just put it in there.
You got to scroll all the way down.
All the way down?
Yeah, it says cookie point. There we go.
Jenny I put it in there. Okay, can you do that?
I don't even know what that is.
No way.
Oh my God.
I think I do. Is that okay? I think I do.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how to do it though.
Make him big.
I am. Hold on, I'm clicking on it. It won't.
I'm trying to figure out how to even do that. How do you do that?
You got it.
Okay, hold on. Let me think something. Can I use props without using it?
Whatever. Go ahead. I usually don't allow it, but I am this time.
All right. So
they're in Maryland, Lauren.
are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. So
Brett says watermelon.
no, there's
You're bad at this.
I am bad at this.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say it's a character, you guys.
Oh, that's
Character.
good.
Can you see the color of that?
Yep.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say anything, Richard.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. Okay. All right. And then let me see. How do I do this?
That's pretty good.
Guys, keep
That's cute.
We got it.
Who got it?
Good.
Anybody get it?
Bob. Nobody got it yet. They're saying moose, antlers, SpongeBob.
No.
Can I draw a picture on a sticky and hold it up?
Do you think this is Pictionary?
I don't know. It's a board game. I don't think.
He says I don't know about board games. There you go. That's helpful.
It's not Squidward.
Come on, you guys.
Do another one with the guy.
Oh my! What is that?
Are you recording this, Haiden?
I'm gonna go back and team record.
Lauren got it.
How did anybody get that?
It was Minion.
Oh, it was the eye things when you put the eye things on.
Yes, that was perfect.
Yeah, I couldn't. I had it took me a minute to figure out what it was.
That is a hard one to do.
That was
My
really
daughter
good.
drew that and handed it to me. I said, I don't think I can use that.
It was
Oh, that's cute.
There you go.
See the eye?
Hey, thank you for having the cojones to do it. I like that.
Yes. Jenny got me this. She sent it to me. I love Minions. It's my favorite.
Oh, I could have done the eyeball things like.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if there's nothing else, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. We really appreciate
Thanks for
it.
having us.
Oh, wait, let me, hold on.
And you guys, if you're not subscribed to Double,
I'm going to put a link. That's what I was doing right now.
go ahead and
Is everyone subscribed? Right now, you better make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to put the link. Subscribe now.
Richard, Lauren said, nailed that Minion walk.
I got it. Take notes, Junior. You're next.
A couple of announcements real fast. Tomorrow morning, if you're awake at 7:30, come over to my channel. Am I back? I do a morning show at 7:30 a.m. We have lots of fun, lots of laughs. It's an hour long. Tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock on my channel, we are going to have Jody Mitoma. Is that how you say his last name? On, and we're going to be interviewing him. So, and then I think that's everything. So, you guys, we will see you later. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's still waving.